ex/baby mama Halle was called out for filing a restraining order on him, claiming that he had abused her, and a lot of people online are having complete mixed feelings about it, not really telling full truths and not really telling lies, and there's a lot of misinformation going on right now. But I want to break down the entire story starting from the very beginning for anyone that is unaware.
That's a thing.
But don't even, you remember we talked about last night, all that, let me say something, it's not
No, I'm saying, but I don't know where that even came from.
Yo, stop these fake allegations. This is a father. This is a real person. It's a good human being.
Even, but I don't understand.
Hey, bro, we on.
Earlier today, or probably yesterday by the time I upload this, DDG was on stream with Aiden Ross, just having a cool collab, picking out clothes, having fun, when out of nowhere, somebody in the chat put to look at an article that TMZ had dropped, talking about Halle putting a restraining order on DDG, and what she alleges actually happened between them is insane, to the point a lot of people online were going crazy, trashing him and talking about how everybody knew he was a terrible person. And what was actually said was a number of things, like physical that happened, him slamming her on a car door, and the things that are going to be going moving forward because of.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know DDG personally, but just off what I'm feeling, he don't give me that type of person. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He don't give me that type of person.
Restraining order is him not being able to see her or his son, along with even being able to post them online.
Halle Bailey has got a restraining order against her ex, DDG. She alleges he was repeatedly violent with her and made her fear for herself and their 1-year-old son, and that there had been multiple acts of physical violence from DDG, whose full name is Donald Wayne Granbury Jr. since
they say his full name.
Documents requesting the order say rapper and streamer Granbury has been and
bro, she's in the industry, bro. They're gonna do this even because she's in the industry, bro. That's just how it goes. They need to get drama stirring. They gotta make her look like this abused woman that's just so bright and auras, bro.
Continues to be physically, verbally, emotionally, and financially towards me. As in, I am seeking orders to protect myself and our son Halo from his ongoing abuse. She included photos of her tooth and bruises on her arm following an alleged incident in her filing. On Tuesday, a Los Angeles judge ordered Granbury to stay away from Halle and their son until a hearing in June. He was also instructed not to possess any weapons.
I'm getting more specific into the actual altercation so you understand the full picture. The first altercation she describes is the one that caused her to have a chipped tooth. In January, incident that she recounts in detail, Bailey said Granbury was repeatedly calling her obscenities as she tried to strap their baby into a seat inside his car. The next thing I knew, things got physical between us. Bailey said in the documents, we fought each other, wrestling and tussling. At one point, there was
How you do all that in a car, bro? Come on, keep it a buck, Halle. How you wrestle and tussle in a car, bruh? How you wrestle and tussle in a car, bruh? Y'all car must ain't had no seats. Then I know you had the car seat in the back, so I know y'all were in the back seats. I know the seat. How y'all wrestling and tussling in the car? Come on, bro. That's already a red flag. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just basing what I feel, and bro, that just don't make sense to me. Plus, you know, a lot of women do be making up lies. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Especially when it comes to slandering people, slandering men on the internet. It happens a lot when it comes to women. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see how you can be tussling in the car. How you tussling and wrestling in the car? That's weird. You know what I'm saying?
pulling my hair. He slammed my face into the steering wheel, causing my tooth to get chipped. I then stopped fighting back and was in a lot of pain. Now this shows that...
How? Now hold on. First of all, stop believing photos, nigga. Look at this tooth, man. She could have bit on a coconut. She could have bit on a rock on accident. You feel me? She could have bit on some frozen fruit or something, my nigga. Come on. Just because she selling the pictures of her tooth. This could have been last year, my nigga. This could have been 2 years ago. When she wasn't even with, bruh. Come on. Y'all can't believe in these. Y'all can't just look at these pictures and believe. Oh my God. Oh, I just knew it. How you know another nigga ain't smacking her stuff right now? He did that to her. But she blaming it on her baby daddy. Come on, bruh. Y'all gotta think. She could be blaming this shit on her baby daddy, bruh.
a picture of her chipped tooth in that situation. These situations actually happened a couple of months ago, like I said, in January, and there's also another one that has a little more context, even some text messages that we'll have to read. In the second altercation, they describe a few days later, she said he berated her when she did not want to send their sick baby on a visit with him, and smashed the Ring camera on her porch when he realized it was recording the confrontation. She said when she called a relative for help, he took her phone and got into his car, slamming the door on her as she was holding the baby. Bailey filed a police report over the incident. She also asked that Granberry be ordered to stop using his streaming platform on Twitch and YouTube to turn his followers.
She trying to stop the money? Holly, man, you can't, man. I get it, you mad. I get it, but you trying to stop the money flowing? You trying to stop the money flowing? Your son gotta have some type of money. You know you don't want to spend your money on your, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? You can't stop the money flowing, though, baby. Can't stop the money flowing, baby. What's going on? Come on. Yeah, nah. She tripping. She tripping, bro. She tripping. I don't even know if this is facts or not. If DDG, if you really did this, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If this is stuff you really did, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You need to go get some help. You need to go talk to somebody. That's crazy word. We don't put our hands on women. That's not what we do. We don't put your hand on no woman, bro. Like, it's not even worth putting your hands on a woman. I get it. Some people feel like, I feel like you a bigger person when a woman put their hands on you and you keep it pushing. Like, all right, you got that. Just cut her off. Do not deal with her no more. Cut her off for good and move on with your life. But you gotta hit her back and stuff. I get it. I mean, I don't know. Like, I just don't feel like it's worth me putting my hands. I know I'm stronger than you. It's like me putting my hands on you is like, why do that and put myself in a situation when I could just, you do what you do. I walk away with dignity, integrity, humility. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And just let you do you. You cut off completely. I'm good. I'm good off you. You know what I'm saying? I'm good off you. We don't gotta worry about nothing no more. It's cool. You showed me who you was. You know what I'm saying? But men, a lot of men out here gotta, hit them back and stuff. It's like, hey, bro, to each his own. Me, bro, I'm just let you have it. Like, hey, you got that, baby. You got that. You got that. You got that.
Against her, quoting, whenever he wishes to cause upset, he starts bad-mouthing me to several million of his fans. She said in documents, he claims I am withholding our son and I am with other men. As a result, I then received threats and hate on social media. Granberry was also ordered not to possess any weapons. The judge can extend this order for up to 5 years at the June 6th hearing. Unfortunately, this situation as well has a little bit more parts. As DDG drove off, she claimed that he threw her phone at her window and yelled for her to go get it, and that incident actually prompted her again to file a police report. There was a final straw though. It wasn't just that incident. She had recently posted about her going on vacation, and a lot of people tried to connect her going on vacation to Brent Faiyaz going on one as well, where we see screenshot text messages between her and DDG, where he says this is foul, with a screenshot of people talking about how she is going on vacation with Brent, and then multiple other screenshots showing that they might be on the same island, with them even saying, you think
hey, bro, y'all messy, bro. Y'all some messy fans, bro.
You're hurting my feelings when you really just ruined your own image. This is a terrible look. Makes you look disgusting and evil. Enjoy your vacation. Happy Mother's Day. But just have the same energy when it's my turn to have them. I'm on the same timing. For Halle, throughout the final straw came just last week when she says she was vacationing with Halo and her sister in St. Lucia. She says DDG texted her links to social media posts claiming she was on the same island with the singer Brent Faiyaz. Haley replied, not with any man out here. I wouldn't do that. I have Halo. Please let me enjoy my Mother's Day in peace. I hope you are okay and feel better soon. Now, overall, these allegations are very serious when it comes to stuff like domestic violence or anything like that, especially when it includes a child. child seeing it or even being around that type of stuff, it's very unfortunate and should not be taken lightly. Unfortunately, when you bring it to the internet, you allow people to have an opinion that sometimes they otherwise should not have. So I'm gonna point out some things I feel like were being misconstrued or people just didn't fully understand. First being with the restraining order as a whole. Yes, where she is at California, you need some type of proof to get a restraining order, but she does not have a normal restraining order that you're probably thinking of where it's permanent. DDG literally can't do anything even though he wasn't there or all that. No, she has a temporary restraining order where they will both have to appear in court after 23 days when that restraining order is over with. Along with the fact that when getting a restraining order, the recipient is otherwise notified of it, that meaning DDG would have been aware that this is happening.
Halle Bailey's restraining order is a temporary restraining order, TRO, not a permanent restraining order. What is the difference? In California, a TRO lasts usually a max up to about 22 days, because by law you can file a TRO without having the other party there. Burden of proof is lower, so there's a greater chance of you getting it approved, and by law, because the other party did not get a chance to present their case, if it's a TRO, then in 22 days they get to have a full hearing. So in June 4th, they're going to have a full hearing. TROs are easier to get than ROs. A lot of people get TROs, and then when they go for the full hearing, the RO is denied. And there's also the opposite, where some people do not get the TRO, but when they go for the full hearing, they get their RO granted.
And I also want to state the fact that these are allegations at the end of the day. Like you just heard from her, it is possible that you are granted this temporary restraining order, but then when you go for the full thing, it gets denied once y'all both present evidence. And it also could get accepted. We won't know until the future happens. And I just wanted to present all this evidence to you. I'm gonna go into some people's reaction to it, and I wanted to make this less opinionated and more factual, really because I've seen a lot of people online just spewing a lot of things that are not correct. Another thing I saw a lot of people talk about was in the screenshot of the text messages where it said tomorrow on it, which confused me a lot too, because I promise you I've never seen iMessage in any way, shape, or form say tomorrow. But then again, I don't work for Geek Squad, I'm not at Best Buy, I'm not an Apple employee. Apparently that was because the screenshots that she showed were actually pictures of a MacBook, and when you're in different time zones or even change your time settings, it will say tomorrow on some of your messages. I wasn't aware of this, but I did want to make people aware who did not know as well. Since DDG has not spoke about the situation, a lot of people on the internet have been super stupid, and his fans have come out with multiple things that Halle said that they disagree with and don't approve with. I'm going to show you some of those things that they called her out for.
It's supposed to be a personal situation. I should have nothing to prove to the internet, bro. I would leave that shit off the internet.
It's your own choice to make your judgment, or you believe or what you don't. But the main and biggest thing I see a lot of people talk about is this chipped tooth situation where she claims she was slammed on a steering wheel. A lot of people pulled up an old TikTok of her showing her chipped tooth and are visibly concerned that her face looks the exact same, like nothing happened to it, but her tooth was still chipped.
Guys, like I've always been a little scared of the dentist, but I'm going for my regular cleaning, and also because I chipped my tooth and I'm just a little nervous.
The reason that a lot of people are pointing to this video is because her face looks perfectly fine. As I said before, if something like you being bashed into a blunt object were to happen, they feel like more than just your tooth being chipped, especially that much would have happened to you. But there's still more that goes into this because somebody in his Twitter community was talking about it. Someone had posted in DDG's Twitter community saying, not gonna lie chat, I'm looking at the stream vids on January 16th, the day after the alleged tooth incident. DDG got like 3 bandages on his arm and 1 on his thumb with red marks in between. Kinda looks like a physical altercation did happen, but doesn't necessarily mean he initiated it. Even in official docs of the situation, he continues on to describe how her wording is pretty odd. When you look at the 18th portion, it says this argument then escalated. The next thing I knew, things got physical between us. We fought each other wrestling and tussling. A lot of people have an issue with the fact that she started out saying wrestling and tussling and made it seem more mutual than just DDG going after her. These are really the only things I could find about the situation, at least from DDG's fans' perspective. Anything else is just DDG, just because these are the only things I could find with at least a little bit of evidence or a little bit of reasoning behind them. Now again, DDG himself has not spoken, so I thought I might as well at least share a part of what his fans are saying so you can get a grasp of some defenses people might have to what Halle had said. Now, I'm gonna move on to the reactions of most people, which I'm gonna be honest, are more DDG leaning, at least on my page. First thing I saw was SoKieMafia, who ended up saying this about the entire situation.
If you a DDG fan, he needs you more than that. This is the first time he actually really going through something in his whole career. He needs y'all more than ever right now, bro. Seriously. And he can't even come and speak his mind, I heard. He can't even say nothing. That's how they get you. Motherfucker just come and say whatever she want. Show some pictures, and the nigga can't say nothing. And bro, they say Halle Berry has granted a domestic violence restraining order against DDG. I want y'all to know straight up, I don't support that domestic at all. And I don't know the story. I just know how the industry work. I've been warned this nigga. Yo, it's from Disney, nigga. That's Little Mermaid. That's stop.
It's the like Illuminati, bro. Like he just for nigga. Like.
She walking property, nigga. Somebody
Walking
move, bro.
property is crazy.
This is low key
She's
sad
walking property.
because they trying to destroy his image and everything that he worked hard for. My been grinding, we know, bro. My sleep on stream. We see this every day. They trying to delete all that and make him look like some crazy.
And that's mostly the echoed statement of everybody else. Anybody that believes DDG is definitely in the right has the same shared sentiment, where this is definitely just being used to destroy his career, and at the time that it is right now, it's the highest it's ever been. He's definitely going to lose sponsorship and deals because of this, and there's really no recovering from allegations like this at all. No matter if he does go to court and gets proven innocent, it's kind of already over with because everyone will have that perception of you. And more people even said this. A close friend of his that he's done stream with went on stream and talked about it and basically echoed the same thing, saying that he's a really nice guy and he doesn't believe that this would happen for a second.
What I care about is him and his well-being. That's how I feel. So I will always feel that way, and he knows that, and if he needs me, I'm there. I've been that way since the start, 7 years. Nothing will waver that, okay? The devil works fucking hard, all right? I will say that. I think I've gotten canceled a bunch of times. I've gotten everything, all this stuff. He's gotten that. But like, if there's such a greater testimony in this life to know that Jesus is with us and he works way harder than the devil, okay? That's one thing. That is one thing that I know for sure, okay?
That's what most of the sentiments echoed. I tried showing you both perspectives so you can come to your own conclusion. Obviously, you can definitely do that in my comment section. I am welcome to all of the talk and all of the discussion.
Hey, bro. Hey, pray for DDG, man. He need it.
These niggas don't know how to try it, I'ma leave him there. It's Mr. Triple Cross, I'm about to leave him there. If I kill myself right now, I'll be the realest dead. If I kill myself right now, I'll be the realest.